Hey, what's up, my beautiful people? This is Avi, and I'm back with a weekly vlog that has now turned into my monthly vlog. I had an amazing month of May. I started out with prepping for Dear Diary Zine Fest, a zine fest here in Oakland, which I really love. It's organized and run by some amazing people. And after my last tabling event, I needed to print quite a few comics and zines. And since Dear Diary Zine Fest is mostly things that are personal or per zines, I wanted to make sure I printed my zine about being quarantined, as well as one of my newer zines, Icons, which is a collection of my favorite ink drawings from the past 5 or 6 years, where I've been drawing portraits of different historical Black figures. And then I also needed to pick up a few art prints of things that I feel like my printer doesn't print well enough, so I made a trip to Berkeley and picked up a few prints of Octavia Butler, and I think one or two other prints, but I typically end up running around getting snacks for the show, water, making sure I have all my essentials, and I make a little prep list for my pre-fest or pre-tabling, and so I kind of run around and do all that on the same day. And let me know in the comment section if you'd like me to make a video about my packing list and all of the essentials that I pack for a zine fest. And of course, once I get my art prints, I need to bag and board them so that I can sell them. I like to make sure that I sell them with a little bit of cardboard so they don't get messed up when people purchase them, and also make sure that I've stapled and priced all of my comics and zines. Dear Diary Zine Fest was amazing. I had a blast, and this is the first time in a couple of years that Dear Diary Zine Fest was held, so I really missed seeing some of the really awesome people that organized the show and just tablers that specifically come out for this particular zine fest. It was in Humanist Hall in Oakland, and there's a space indoors as well as a nice space outside. I was lucky and got amazing table neighbors and ran into so many folks from Oakland Creates that it really made my day. Again, shout out and thank you to the Dear Diary Zine Fest organizers and volunteers. Super sweet and kind folks that attend and work this fest. I always have a good time. I always feel super grateful for being a part of this community, and the community comes out to support. And I was able to trade for some really fun and unique zines. Soon after the fest, I needed to prep for my zine making workshop and continue to work on my journal zine and present it to the attendees that would come to the public library. I've never done a journal style zine before, so I really wanted to make something unique and also create a slide presentation to explain all of the concepts and not just sort of show a random example or multiple examples. And I'm not gonna lie, I think making this zine really gave me a good excuse to experiment with all of the black ink markers that I recently purchased and some of the white gel pens. And, it was going to be hands-on in the zine making workshop, so I really wanted to showcase some of the tools, but not only that, I kind of learn what each of the markers and pens would do. And I did also make a PowerPoint presentation to walk everyone through sort of my brainstorm, my ideas, if that makes sense. And it's really funny because May was such a busy month. I also needed to work on, or I was compelled to work on my zine titled Awake. And so I was working on this journal style zine as well as pages for my upcoming zine about sleep apnea titled Awake. Sometimes just some of the pages come to me and I need to get them out. And so one of the funnier pages, comic pages for this zine is of me tossing and turning at night. I've talked about this zine a lot, and I'm not quite sure how many pages it will ultimately be, but I'm having a blast drawing this zine about sleep apnea and how to get a good night's sleep. And so far, it's turned out to be just a series of self-portraits and myself in various positions or situations at night using the BiPAP machine. And oddly enough, one thing that I've incorporated into my regimen is good sleep hygiene, but also eating healthier, eating better, getting myself into the gym more often. So I actually do feel like when I'm running around doing errands, that I have more stamina, and I hope to continue to heal and recover. And to be quite honest, it's because as an artist, I feel like I have so much to do, so much to give the arts community. Again, prepping and planning for a zine making workshop takes a lot. I have to schedule my day job 9 to 5 as well as my art stuff, and so I have to be at my best health-wise, mentally and physically. I mean, some people may know, some may not, that I am still recovering from being terribly ill the past couple of years. Last year I had to cancel shows, and this year I am feeling better, but it's an ongoing journey to recover my health, and I feel super grateful, super honored to be helping out, being of service and giving to the arts community here in the local SF Bay area in Oakland. And so giving these zine making workshops is amazing. It's not only a way to transfer skills, but a way to interact with individual art makers and artists.
That's so amazing.
I mean, the folks that attend the workshops are superb and bring me so much joy. I mean, it might sound like a cliche, but the best part of giving is just that exchange of positive energy.
Awesome. Go back to the first page, the very front. Awesome.
And to be quite honest, I hope to do more of these types of workshops and facilitate and organize Zine Fest. It's really what I feel called or compelled to do. Being a part of a larger community is just, I can't even describe how awesome it is. And for me, the immediate reaction you get from one-on-one conversations and feeling the impact that someone has made in your life, or that you've made a difference in their life, is really what it's all about. And not to mention just the fun and joy and celebration. Going to street festivals, Zine Fest, it's just fun in a wholesome way to spend your weekends or evenings. So my next festival was the Malcolm X Arts and Jazz Fest in East Oakland. I hadn't vended at this event in several years, so I was super excited to go back to San Antonio Park and set up. This one I was selling tie-dye as well as comics and zines and stickers. There would be food vendors, other artists, other artisans and craft makers, as well as a live performance stage, a hip-hop dance battle, a rap battle, and spray paint street art battle in the park. There'd be all different types of performers: jazz, hip-hop, R&B, and soul, as well as local poets and youth groups. And big ups and shout out to the East Side Arts Alliance. They put this on. Amazing volunteers, amazing organizers, and a big thank you to everyone who stopped by my booth to support. I always leave so inspired. And like I said, the month of May was super busy. My next excursion was to Sacramento to see Alison Bechtel read from her latest graphic novel, Spent. So I took the Amtrak train up to Sacramento. The Sacramento Amtrak station was beautiful, had a wonderful mural, and all of the architecture was just awesome. It turned out to be wonderful weather. It was like 85, 90 degrees. We had a great lunch, and I was happy to meet my friend Michael's mom for the first time, and then check out Alison Bechtel. She's a legend and an icon, and the talk was top-notch and hilarious. She gave us all free copies of the book, and then it was back to Oakland. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, and share. Make sure to subscribe. You are amazing. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you in the next video.